Now, like I said, bro, I have my suspicions that they're gonna kill off Toshiko because that seems the most logical answer. Wait, what are we doing? Okay, I think ain't it here? Oh yeah, tournament day. Okay, yup. Wow! What am I looking at?
Huh?
Bargain bin, right on time. We've almost finished setting up. What is that painting in the back? The original furniture had been stacked and pushed to the walls, making room for a totally unexpected scene. Sofas arranged around a massive TV, an impressive looking DJ pad flashing colorful patterns. And we got music too, and loudspeakers almost everywhere I looked. When Jet mentioned equipment, I imagined a handheld console, something tiny that could be won from a gachapon. Anything but this. It is cool. Impressed, are you? Where did you find this stuff? Where'd you think? Mark's bro cave. His dorm.
It's nothing.
Yeah. The heck? Did that also include the TV?
Yo!
If you think that's cool, you should check out my room. It's got a whole arcade machine. Bro, everybody got all this cool stuff, bro, and we're just left with the podium. That is disgusting. What's an arcade machine to a race car bed? That's not a flex. Grown adult, by the way. Yet, perhaps even more curious than the equipment was her. What's up, Ava?
Hi.
Here for breakfast, Ava?
Hey, hey!
We've already had it.
Huh?
We?
Yep.
Obviously, as tournament host, Ava helped the guys and I set up everything. Oh my goodness, reread. Ava helped the guys and I set everything up. For her contributions, she has been bestowed the title of
Check it out!
Honorary Host.
That's...
Really?
Correct.
It looked like they needed an extra pair of hands. So she was interested in the tournament after all. I mean, her lights did say something about like games, so... Wait, what's that in your hands? Is that a 3DS? I won it from the gachapon in the pharmacy a couple of days ago. That's cool. It's some niche gaming console, I think.
Eh?
There are other consoles besides the one Cassidy has?
Yep.
Sure are. I poked Tozu about it before using the gachapon. Didn't want to gamble for something which doesn't exist. After a few days, he got fed up and confirmed that multiple consoles were up for grabs.
You see?
Since I wasn't planning to take part in the tournament, I just took it with me. Playing a game on my own is more my style. Oh, so she's not participating. Okay. So you're not participating? Why come to the tournament then? Well, it's not easy to find other fans of Sublime Slam Sisters. Even though it can be considered a cult classic, lots of people in the gaming sphere will judge you if you say you like it.
So hackneyed!
Contrarians, the lots of them. They just don't want to admit the quadruple roll kick attack originated from an indie title. Yeah, and the upper kangaroo punch. And the downward yo. And the slinker spin, we get it. Oh my goodness. And the 7-time jump wallop. And the jackal maneuver rule. We get it, bro. Nerds. Oh, that reminds me. Bargain bin, since you're here, let me explain the rules of the tournament.
You think?
I never said I was going to play. Yo, I'm gonna need you to stop talking, bro. I want to play.
Really?
Then why Kai write your name on the whiteboard?
Huh?
Yo, Kai. Ain't no way. Cassidy pointed to the whiteboard a little ways off from where we were standing.
The hell?
What the? A 3-way bracket system had been drawn on the board with a marker. My eyes immediately darted to the leftmost bracket where I had been slanted to compete against Kai. Ain't no way, brother. Cassidy said you had to bring a partner, so... Dang it, so that's why he was begging me to attend.
Hey.
Why can't I just be a spectator? Well, Cassidy and Jet are already matched, and Gene said he was gonna attend, so I don't want to play against him first. Bro's trying to take us out to win. Ain't no way, bro. This freaking guy.
Very funny.
Don't look at me like that. If you pull out now, bad privileges are over. That wasn't part of the agreement.
I've got something to say.
Well, consider this an amendment. My room, my rules. Ain't no way, bro. Knowing what's at stake, it's better not to argue the technicalities with him. Fine, I'll play. Alright, this would be awesome. Ain't no, bro, I hope he loses. I hope we somehow beat him. Since you've never played a fighting game before, I can show you the ropes. Just give me a sec to set things up. I mean, he is the ultimate influencer. I'm gonna assume that's like YouTube stuff too, so.
Twisted.
Wow, he just used housing to coerce you into an unfavorable position. I wonder if Kai leases out apartments as a side hustle. Kai said something yesterday about not recognizing Cassidy's game, so it would probably take him a while to set it up. What should I do while I wait? Is this a free time? Interesting. Now, I'm gonna say this, right? The people that's not attending this are going to look suspicious if someone ends up dying. So, hey, us 5, where is Kai? Okay, I'm gonna assume Kai's still in here, but us 5, we're safe, so that means Cassidy and Mark's not dying. I appreciate it. Mark was leaned over his equipment, fiddling with the various controls.
That's...
All this stuff is turned on? Yeah. Shouldn't music be playing? The volume's turned down on purpose. I'm just making sure everything works.
Seriously?
How will you know it's working if you can't hear anything? Oh, he must got like super hearing. Glaring at me from under his beanie, Mark reached for a sound dial and rotated it. On cue, the speakers on either side of us began playing music.
Huh?
Muttering something to himself, the boy returned to fiddling with the controls. Seemed this conversation was over. Yo, bro basically says, shut up, bro. I know what I'm doing. Okay, Jet. Jet had wandered over to the stack of chairs. My quads are aching. Does shifting furniture count as a workout? Sort of, right?
Yeah.
Guess he's just lost in thought. Okay. Okay. Yo, turn it up, bro. But what? Okay, hold on. Ava was staring intensely at the console in her hands.
Hello?
Having fun there? Can't talk. Must finish level.
Hi. Seriously?
I know you can hear me, Ava.
Hey.
Ava. Don't play obtuse. I can tell you're ignoring me. I am not. Following suit, she immediately turned her attention back to the console. Jeez, this girl. As a solution, I not so gently tapped her hand, pulling her gaze upwards. What? Since when are you so passionate about video games?
Deal with it.
It's a secret talent of mine.
You think?
A secret talent that you don't want to exploit in a gaming competition? That is true. Unable to think of a comeback, Ava simply puffed out her cheeks and stared at me with a pout.
Where?
If I partake in conversation, will you leave me alone? That's an elegant way to get me to shut up.
No.
It's not that.
Eh?
Not what? Not that I want you to shut up.
Right.
So you do want to have a conversation. That was easier than I expected.
However,
You can't count this as a win. This is simply a coincidence. A coincidence, huh? I just happen to have something important to tell you. Something really, really, really important.
Eh?
listen to me.
Yeah, it has the power to disrupt the world as we know. Okay, bruh.
That's...
I'm talking.
Are you sure you can handle this knowledge? Yo, you don't need to give it a pro... Right? What is bro talking about? Fine. I used to eat lunch in the back. What? Was this another one of her attempts at a joke? I'm being serious. Like, in the stalls?
Super gross.
And my only object of companionship, the only thing keeping me sane from those disgusting toilets, was a portable gaming device. I found it at a thrift store. It made my lunches better. You can say you like video games, Ava. I don't need a tragic backstory. Yo, Damon, ain't no way.
Not interested.
That's embarrassing. More embarrassing than lying about being the ultimate liar or eating lunch on toilets.
Jeez.
I'm just kidding.
correct.
Yeah, I know. It was kind of funny. I chuckled.
Seriously?
No, you didn't. Straight face lies, bruh. Telepathically, duh. I wouldn't chuckle out loud. What kind of powerless fool do you think I am?
Right.
Sorry. The way she was playing into the theatrics, it was sort of, in some bizarre way, endearing. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Okay. It pains me to say it, but smiling is a good look on her. Okay, next we got Cassidy.
Hey, hey.
You look a little antsy, afraid you're gonna lose?
Right.
No, it's only a video game.
Yep.
Right, I get the vibe you're putting down. On the surface, aloof and uncaring, but secretly the thrill of the game courses through your veins. I'm gonna be honest, bro, she's gonna win, let's just be honest. Anyway, I have a question for you.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
How did Ava know what time you were going to set up the tournament?
Okay.
Ava, she asked me about it after breakfast yesterday. I see.
Jeez.
I'm surprised she's so involved. Is it really that surprising?
Eh?
Maybe she wants to help out because she no longer has to play pretend, you know?
Yep.
That, or she's just a big nerd. Play pretend? Since the title of Ultimate Liar was itself a lie, then the coldness which accompanied it, could Cassidy be implying that was also a lie? Interesting. Yeah, let's talk about this poster, bro. Who drew this? What? Turns out the kitchen really was made for us. That's not what I'm talking about. Oh, we can't press it. Oh. Whiteboard. Can we touch the whiteboard? There we go. There were some names on here that I hadn't paid attention to the first time. So we got Damon, Kai, Gene. Okay, he's coming, but who's he coming with? Then we got Jet, Cassidy. Jet, it's GG's, bro. Cassidy is finna absolutely destroy you, bro. Gene's name was written down, but he hadn't been paired with anyone.
Over here.
Damon, over here. Kai waved me over to his spot in front of the TV, which now displayed a colorful level select screen. Come on, everything's set up. He handed me a second controller and patted the floor next to him. I hope we beat him, bruh. Do you know how to use a controller?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I last touched one, but I'll get the hang of it. Surprising. I was getting the vibe you were like the bookish type, the kind who refuses to even touch a screen. But hey, it's good you used the controller before. That's better than nothing. Sure. What's with the glare? I'm not judging.
Anyway.
Can you just show me how to play?
Hey.
Oh right, the game. Okay, so after I started it up, I played a few rounds to get a feel for the controls. Combos in this game get pretty complicated, which might not sound great, but the basic control mappings are actually really simple. Kai spent the next few minutes giving me a rundown of the game controls. I picked it up faster than I expected, but still rougher than I would have liked. Once he was done, we began our practice rounds, and we kept at them until the final tournament attendees arrived. Now, who did you pair it with? Would you look at that? Early morning merrymaking, just how I like it.
Ugh.
Grace? Oh, it's cooked. It's so loud in here. Can somebody turn down the music?
Not a chance.
No dice. If those ears aren't ringing like a fire alarm, can you even call it a party?
Soybean.
No, you call it a Yo, bro, why out of all people her? Speaking of music. Hey, Mark, do you use a stage name or something? Your sounds are really catchy. I don't know if it's the vibes or what, but they remind me of this guy called... Oh. Did I say something wrong? Oh, you also just reminded me. Before we start, Mark wants me to pass a message to you guys. That being... This is what he said to me. As much as I don't want to be here, I agreed to provide my services under 2 conditions. 1, I maintain full say over what music I play. Huh? And 2, no one can discuss my songs or my musical abilities in any way, shape, or form. Why? But I was just complimenting him. Yeah, yes, that includes compliments.
Hell no.
Seriously?
Seriously.
How does that make any sense? I guess he's like, he doesn't feel secure about his ultimate. I mean, it's cool though. We can argue about the logic later. For now, just go along with it.
Come on.
Who cares about all that? Let's quit this small talk and start already.
Roger that.
Eager and raring to go, that's what I'm talking about. Speak of yourself. I'm only here because the ship captain wouldn't leave me alone.
Huh?
That's odd. From what I remember, it was the other way around.
Shut it.
He not her lying, bruh. Ain't no way.
Whatever.
Sheesh, 5 seconds in and they're already off on the wrong foot. Right, since Jean and Grace are together, Cassidy walked over to the whiteboard and scribbled Grace's name next to Jean's. I matched with him.
Duh.
There's a reason I wanted an even number of people. Wow, the setup is crazy. Let me explain the ground rules. They're simple. Each match is going to be the best out of 3, okay? Take a look at this board to see who you're going to be up against. Bro, we gotta beat Kyra. We're up first, Damon. Remember what I taught you. May the best man win. Yo, if we actually beat him, Fraud Watch.
That's pretty cool.
Good luck, Damon.
Yep.
You feel it. You feel it as well, don't you? A tightness in your chest which just wants to burst out. We're on the verge of a battle. Yo, it is not that deep. It's the long-awaited, ultra-exclusive Slam Sisters tournament. Oh boy. Well, we already know who's gonna win. With a roar, the tournament began.
Bro, God, you're a natural.
Ain't no way, bro, we're losing.
Oh, Damon, watch out!
Ain't no way.
I can't focus if you're yelling in my ear.
This is dope.
Now this feels like home.
But like I said though, with 3, 6, it's gonna look suspicious for people not
You
here.
play video games?
Not so much me, but my men.
Why you said it like
Look
that?
like seagulls to my ship's arcade.
And you have an arcade?
A personal arcade?
I was gonna say that's cool.
Man, I'm jealous.
Despite the overwhelming mix of voices and music, my attention remained concentrated on the screen. If I can time this next attack right. Please say we got him. Dang it. Just when I thought I was advancing on Kai, he caught me in a trap.
Haha, too slow.
Yeah, we're cooked. In tandem with my slip up, the music took on a more frantic tone. Dang it, there's only one move which could save me now. Taking a deep breath, I steadied my grip on the controller. Steadied, and pushed both joysticks as hard as I could. Oh boy, somebody just got cooked. All of a sudden, the world around me turned pitch black. What? Why is everything black? What's that? Bro, somebody is getting cooked right now. Guys, can you hear me? Who stepped on my foot? The panic clamor of the people around me snapped me out of my stumper. Is this, are we in a blackout? What? A blackout right now? Don't we usually just wait for the power to return? Or was there something else before that? My school had a whole protocol for this. Even if we knew what to do in a normal blackout, it wouldn't help here. Inside this abnormal building where everything was sealed off, we were basically blind. Should we look for others? No? How are we gonna do that? I can't see 3 inches in front of me. Can't we just wait for someone to find us instead? Mark, get away from the door, bro. Screw that, somebody look for a torch already and... Hold on a sec, I got an idea. Huh? Before I could even register what it was he said, a light appeared in front of me. Oh boy. Hovering there, casting a very faint glow. The hologram from the trinket. Immediately, the rest of us activated our own trinkets. With all 8 trinkets activated, we could finally see each other in the dark.
Yo!
Great idea, Gene.
Let's rock and roll.
Right on, you're a lifesaver. A captain needs to keep a steady mind during
Inclement.
weather. Haha.
But
It's great we have a light source and all, but why hasn't the power returned? You think the goat guy would have done something by now. Bro's just watching this, bro.
That's...
You know what? Let me check something. I ran over to the corner of the room and knelt beside the vent. Bringing my ear to the grates, I listened for a certain noise.
I see.
The humming. It stopped. Ava, quick, come here and take a listen.
Hello.
I'm here.
Am I hearing you right?
Why do you need Ava? Do you remember when I said I woke up on an underground floor? In the prologue. Okay. Dining hall people, you were in this building before. Tell us what's going on. Yeah, why didn't you mention this other girl? The heck? I never even saw her. Huh? You were there too, Bargain Man. Don't even... Wait. There's a floor below us. That's where I woke up. Okay, yeah, this is the prologue.
this?
Ava was with me. The two of us woke up in a boiler room, which also happens to be on the other side of this vent. The room had a huge generator. If you pressed your ear up to the vent like this, I completely messed that up. There's no way you wouldn't hear it. But for some reason, there's nothing.
I see.
I see the problem. If there's no sound, the generator must be turned off.
Eh?
Is that why a power outage happened?
Hell no!
So it's a kaput. How are we gonna get power back now? Head down there. Well, there is one thing we could try. Apart from the boiler room, the underground floor also has 4 storage closets. I remember one of them containing something that looked like a generator.
Elementary, my dear.
A spare generator in case the first one breaks.
Thinking.
If we somehow turn it on, we might get the power back. You want to go down in the dark? Shouldn't we just wait for Tozu to turn the power back on? Bro is not turning this on. Bro is enjoying this. No, I have a bad feeling about this. I think we should turn on the power as soon as possible, instead of waiting for Tozu to do it. But what if we get lost in the dark?
Take a breather.
Let's just form a daisy train with our arms. There's no way we'll lose each other then, eh?
Ooh.
Smart. I mean, that does make sense. Since Damon and Ava have been down there before, they can lead. Yeah, okay. Somebody is, I'm telling you, bro, this is not looking good, bro. The 8 of us linked arms and formed a chain. Once everyone was ready, we made our way out of the dining hall and down to the underground floor. We're finna see somebody, bro. In the near pitch blackness, the hallway looked so much larger and longer than I remembered. Exploring the place with lights had been unnerving enough, but this made it all seem like a walk in the park. It's so creepy down here. There's 4 rooms, right? Who's checking what again? Yo, Kai does not want to do this, bruh. Well, since this is a group of 8, we could explore in pairs. Pairs again?
This sucks.
Okay, if that's really what you were doing. Kai shot me a nervous glance, and I knew then and there he made his decision. Fine.
Yep.
Jet's gonna come with me.
Bro?
But then Broski won't have...
Duh.
He can go to Gene. Oh my goodness. Them swashbuckler types love a good challenge, don't they? You know me well. How about it, Mark? Up for a little adventure?
Just ignore me.
Just make it quick.
I see.
So I'm stuck with the mathlete, am I? Maybe if we find the generator, you can use your real talent for once. Grace, calm down, bruh. Let's check out the closet on the right down there and get this over with.
Stupid.
Repair work and math competitions have literally 0 overlap.
Just follow me.
Come on, Jet. Let's investigate the closet opposite theirs.
Oh boy.
Sure, sounds slick.
I see.
Seems the closets in the back are covered.
Are we ready?
For the 2 in front, Mark and I will take the left. Damon and Kai, you enter the right. This place sucks, man. Why do we have to be fixing stuff? It looks like a murderer's basement down here. Didn't seem like Kai had any intention of entering first. Whatever, I'll open the door. Ain't no way, bruh. Okay, I was so scared they was finna show us the body, bro. Alright, let's search this place. Kai and I gave this closet a quick rundown. Something as large as a generator would have stood out even in the dark, but we couldn't find anything of the sort.
Man.
Unlucky. All that work for nothing. What's the plan now? Do we just, like, go back outside?
I know.
I want to see what Grace and Ava are doing next door. Okay. As Kai shuffled up behind me, I turned to grasp the handle of the door and...
Huh?
What just happened? Suddenly, frantic footsteps echoed from the hallway outside. Did someone just run past this room? It sounded a lot like it. Did another group make a discovery? Why run past us though? Oh boy, this didn't sit right with me. I need to see what's going on. Oh, this ain't good. Oh my goodness. Are we finna see something? There's no one here. Are the others still searching their closets? If they found something, I don't know why they run off without telling us first.
No.
If it was one of them, we should have heard a door opening. Yeah. Maybe we could peek inside one of the closets? Just to make sure, you know? Bro, somebody got cooked down here. Hello, Damon? I couldn't force on anything he was saying. My attention was concentrated entirely on that place. Those footsteps sounded like they came from the boy. Oh my goodness. Yo. Hold on. I don't... Hey, what are you doing? His words were barely comprehensible. I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't even think. All my brain could register was the tightening in my chest. Oh my, this is not good. Somebody got... Okay. Somebody got cooked in the boiler room, bruh. Suddenly, my legs began moving forward. It's like my body was possessed, under the control of something completely... Oh my goodness, who are we finna see, bro? My heart. My heart was puppeting my every move. It brought me to the door, told my hand to turn the knob. And then I was inside. Okay. Please, please, do not be Winona. That's all I ask. Please. Oh my goodness.
Dude, no!
Dude, you're seriously freaking me out. This isn't okay, you know. Why did you come here? Come on, say something already. I couldn't make out anything in the dark. The boiler room seemed completely still and completely silent. Just like it had been the previous time I was here. Except, unlike last time, this silence wasn't the peaceful silence for a long abandoned place. Rather, it felt like the entire world was holding its breath. Oh boy, we're finna see somebody, bro. Kai, why are you crying? Dang it. Why can't you just say something? Why can't somebody just...
Game over, man! Game
Why can't someone just fix this blackout? Uh-oh. Oh, all of a sudden, light appeared. A single ray of light in the back of the room projected by a vent on the wall. It was too dim to completely snuff out the darkness, but it was still enough. Enough for me to see what was laying at my... Please don't be Winona, please! Oh my... Okay, flashbang. Ow. This is... What? Him? Okay. Whoa. Him of all people? Wolfgang launched over to the boiler room platform. Completely still. Completely... Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Him? I thought he was going to be the antagonist of this. Oh, this is cooked. The ultimate lawyer. Unmistakably dead. Okay. I'm confused. This is tragic. Kai's scream rang loud and clear in my ears. I could hear everything. All the fear and anxiety from the past 5 days joined in a chorus of terror. Before I knew it, I was yelling too. I can't look at it. My arms, my legs, there was no weight in them anymore. Only pins and needles pricking every inch of my skin. What do I do? What am I supposed to do? This is... I did not expect him to go first.
A body has been discovered.
Oh my goodness.
All students must proceed to the boiler room on the underground floor immediately.
That is crazy.
Time will be allotted for all participants to investigate the murder. And afterwards, the real class trial will begin.
That is crazy.
Good luck, everybody.
Okay. Him of all... I'm being so serious. I thought he was like our antagonist of this game, in game. Him first is diabolical. The real class trial.
Oh, shit!
This can't be real. There's no way. I'm confused. With the whale, Kai booked it out of the room. I knew it was inevitable. I knew we'd chosen this path when we started denying the reality of the killing game. So his letter came into place for nothing. But seeing Wolfgang displayed the way he was, his face contorted into a look of terror. It made everyone's naivety all the more worse. Is that a taser right beside him? And what did this mean for his blackmail? Right? Like father, like son, yada yada, beneath the yada yada. But he's dead. I'll never know what the oh my goodness. I'll never know what that blackmail meant. Maybe if I had just bit the bullet and confronted Wolfgang about it. Damon, are you okay? I heard the announcement and... Is that Wolfgang? Kai was right. This is... Bro, the tournament attendees burst through the door, tailed by a stumbling Kai. I really didn't want to believe it.
Yeah.
Why the heck would I lie? Are we 100% sure he's Bro, he's cooked. I don't see any wounds. Maybe he's still breathing.
Good morning.
Oh no, he's very much dead. Tozu, why are you here, bro?
Son of a bitch!
You? This has gotta be an accident, right?
Why the long face?
Why did you ask? Well, if the death wasn't intentional, it could be treated like a manslaughter or something. And not need a trial?
Rubbish.
Intentional or not, the killer's hands are still dirty with blood, no? As far as I'm concerned, murder is murder, be it third-degree murder, manslaughter, or anything in between. Besides, if Wolfgang's death was indeed an accident, and the killer bore no ill intent, don't you find it rather strange they haven't come forward and confessed? That is true, but I don't think there's anybody in this room though. Then tell us. Is she crying? Tell us who did this.
Who? Me?
Me? Tell you the killer? Where's the fun in any mystery you already know the answer to? I'll keep my lips sealed, thank you very much.
Hold on.
So, there's definitely a killer? Oh boy. Gee, yo!
Moving on.
I mean, you made it right, Toshiko. Downstairs already. Aren't you quick-footed? Aren't you a quick-footed bunch?
This is...
Holy. Okay, now the killer is most definitely in here now. It was almost instantaneous how quickly the color drained from everyone's faces. They've entered the room completely bright red, having clearly made a desperate sprint to the boiler room. But now, they looked as lifeless as the man laying in front of them. What happened here? Damon and me, we just found him like this. It's a sight to behold, I'm sure. Your beloved classmate, who was once so lively, now splayed dead in front of you.
Well done.
To think I didn't even have to lift a finger after the blackmail. What are the odds? Okay, so we can confirm the safe people, right? Is Cassidy, Jean, us, Kai, Grace, Ava. We're safe. Now they said so somebody ran out the boiler room, but it wasn't none of us because we were in a buddy system. So the remaining students, y'all looking pretty suspicious. How could you?
Who? Me?
How could I? You tickle me, Alois. You must remember, this is a killing game between students. Unless the rules state otherwise, a student can only be murdered by another student.
Blood is rushing.
The undeniable truth is that one of you killed Wolfgang. One of you killed Wolfgang? That's right, a person we've been living with, who I've spoken to before. That person is in this, oh my goodness, that person is in this room right now, staring at their own crime scene. So we are going to completely disregard the fact that you showed each of us another person's blackmail? I was simply pushing you all in the right direction. Do not take it personally. But Wolfgang, he was so nice to everyone. Why would someone... This sucks. Why would someone do this? Well, if it is any This tells me, bro. Well, if it is any consolation, I have a gift prepared. A gift at this time is crazy. Plot twist. Behold the Tozu tablet. The second Tozu tablet, to be more precise. You're even naming the tablet after yourself? It's always been called this. You just didn't know until now.
Moving on.
Anyway, I trust you all to remember how this tablet operates, yes? If not, allow me to briefly run you through it again. This tablet contains a summary of the crime scene. Certain special details like the victim's time of death have been also thoughtfully provided for you. Go on, take a look. Okay, depending on what the death was, how he died. Okay, the victim is Wolfgang Akira, the ultimate lawyer. Okay, cause of death. He was discovered in the boiler room on the underground floor. He is kneeling in the water and his upper body is slumped over the concrete platform. Estimated time of death is approximately 9:35 a.m. Yeah, so everybody... Wait a minute. Okay. Hear me out, right? Okay. This is suspicious. 9:35, so... Okay. He died at that time exactly. This is different from the first tablet we got. No, I'm quite confident you're holding the same brand of tablet. Look, the shape and size are identical. I mean, why is there information missing from this tablet? The cause of death. When we investigated the dummy's murder, the tablet explicitly said she died from blood loss. True, but this tablet, it doesn't list Wolfgang's cause of death anywhere.
Rubbish.
Of course, saying otherwise would make things too... Dang, bro. Oh boy. Come again? You see, the tablet's information has been divulged in such a way that both the killer and the spotless have equal chance of success. I was just about to say, I need to see like how he died. Was it electrocution? Since his body's like halfway in the water? What does that mean?
Moving on.
Nope, that's all you're getting from me. Taliho, yo.
No.
Wait! Dang it, he's already out of here. How nimble was this guy?
Why?
Make what too easy? Solving Wolfgang's death?
This looks
No
bad.
way. Is he saying the cause of death is part of the mystery? Forget this. Who cares?
You're crazy!
I'm not investigating this. Keep me out of this.
Don't look at me.
I don't want to be here. I don't want to keep looking at him.
No, just...
You have to be insane to think I'm touching a dead body. One by one, multiple students made their way to the door. It was then that she finally spoke. I mean, y'all can't be leaving, bro, because it could easily be anybody right now.
No.
Stop. Although she didn't yell, there was an overwhelming intensity to her voice. The same kind that caught everyone's attention back in the trial room. Immediately, the runaways froze.
Yeah!
What do you want? You all remember the rules, don't you? If we don't solve Wolfgang's murder and uncover the killer,
Can't you see?
then we are going to die, which is true. Our feelings don't matter in this killing game. They never did. All that matters right now is finding the truth.
Don't test me.
Rich coming from you.
Bad news.
Maybe it is, but that doesn't mean she's wrong. If we accuse an innocent person, everyone except the killer will be executed. That's what Tozu said, and that's what was reiterated by our watches.
It is how it is.
Whether we like it or not, those are the rules. If it's in the difference between life or death, there's nothing much else we can do. But I don't want to. Oh my goodness. I don't want to. I don't want to look at him. Investigating a crime scene doesn't mean investigating just the body. True, we need to look at the surrounding. It's standard procedure in homicide investigations to try and pinpoint the victim's movements before their death.
Thinking...
That means searching places they've gone to, people they've spoken to. In Wolfgang's case, his dorm room might be an area of interest.
Yeah.
Since the dorms don't have locks, there's nothing stopping anyone from entering.
Oh boy.
Why was Grace quiet? When you put it like that. Hey broski, wanna explore the dorm? Yeah, sure. If you guys are going, then I'll come with. Yes, same for me. The way Ava spoke with such precision and such calmness, It's the same way she spoke when we discovered the dummy.
Hold your horses.
Hold on, you. Hold on. You won't be going anywhere. What? That notebook you're carrying, whatever evidence we find down here, I want you to record it. Smart. What about us? We might discover something huge upstairs. The area with the body deserves the most attention. Once we've exhausted our options here, then we'll head up there.
Moving on.
Obviously, I'll remain here. You should too, Damon. Right. My mind was still reeling from the shock of discovering the body, and the lump in my throat still wouldn't go away. But Wolfgang really was dead, and I had to find out why. They just got his body back there posted up, bruh.
I don't understand.
It's just so hard to believe. Could one of our friends really be a murderer? Yes. Friends? She said it like that blind optimism isn't what the killer most likely exploited. After all, how can you suspect anyone if you trust everyone? It's an environment perfect for deceit, an environment perfect for murder, and worst of all, an environment we've created. Oh my goodness. Investigations. Oh boy, this is cool. It sucks though. Let me do what I did last time and look back over the tablet first. And the fact they're not giving us cause of death is crazy. The victim, yada yada, ultimate lawyer. He was discovered in the boiler room on the underground floor. He is kneeling in the water and his upper body is slumped over the concrete platform. Estimated time of death is at approximately 9:35 a.m. Okay. It still pissed me off seeing everything except the cause of death listed. Especially when I knew the reason why. Because it would give away what happened. The cause of death, when we investigated the dummy's murder, the tablet explicitly says she died from blood loss. But this tablet, it doesn't list Wolfgang's cause of death anywhere. Of course, saying otherwise would make things too easy. The tablet's information, yada yada, this is the same. Both the killer and Spotless, yada yada. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Tozu definitely compensating for the killer, probably because they failed to hide their own tracks. And withdrawing information might be his way of balancing the odds. I didn't think about it like that.
Lose.
Dumb rules. Who's to say they won't be abused? Regardless, Wolfgang's cause of death should be treated as the crux of this mystery. If I can figure out how he died, then everything else should fall into place. Truth bullets, oh my goodness! Tozu tablet number 2 has been added to the truth bullet section of your Tozu Trinket. Alas, poor Wolfgang, the guiding light of the ultimate students, snuffed out in an instant. No use crying over it though. There's a mystery to be solved. Like any true investigation, important evidence won't always be visible on your first glance. Should you ever find yourself stuck, press F3 yada yada to view. Okay. By the way, any truth bullets you attain will be logged by your Tozu Trinket, which can be accessed anytime by pressing F1. You know, in any case you needed this reminder. That's all from me. Bye-bye. Okay, so he brought out a good point when he said Tozu's probably withholding that information because they did run out the room, so we know they were in a rush. Now, what is this? Chunks of something red were floating nearby the generator. It almost looks like metal or maybe plastic. Were these originally part of the generator? The colors and material don't seem to match though. Interesting. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay. Now this, it is a taser. Okay. A taser gun. Pretty random thing to be lying around a crime scene. It definitely wasn't in the boiler room prior to the murder either. Did that mean this taser gun was involved in the murder? On closer inspection, nothing about the gun looked particularly strange. Had it even been used? I'm pretty sure taser guns dispense some kind of wire when fired. Interesting. Nearby were some yellow pieces of plastic on the floor. They were the same shade of yellow as the taser gun. Had these originally been attached to it? I can't tell where they would fit on the gun though. Never mind. What's the point in making guesses when I can just get him to confirm? Desmond. After all, someone's a pro. Yup. They should know them better than anyone else. Exactly. Okay. So, before I say anything, I want to first collect all the evidence, then I'll give my guess, at least. There was blood speckled across the floor. I didn't notice it at first due to the room's restricted lighting, but now, after my eyes had time to adjust, it couldn't be more obvious.
I see.
Looks like it passes into the hallway too. I'd completely missed this during the blackout. Speaking of, after the body discovery announcement, everyone barged into the boiler room through this door. Yet, these blood spots don't look smudged. I'm guessing they were already dry by the time any of us got here, in which case, could this be Wolfgang's blood? Interesting. Anything before I start talking to the characters? Uh-oh, what is this cord? There's a cord in the water. Judging by the length, I think it's an extension cord. But what the heck happened to the other end of it? There was no internal plug, just a frayed tip lined with a black substance. Had the cord been burnt? I didn't even see this cord in the boiler room earlier, so it probably came from someplace else. One of the storage rooms, maybe. It wasn't always in this condition, that's for sure. All the items we've been provided so far, light bulbs, speakers, and a fridge, they've worked perfectly fine. So, what happened to this cord, and why was it even in the water? There we go. Interesting. So I'm guessing, right, bro got shot and then somebody finished him off. I'll inspect the rest of the crime scene first before I go near his body. Okay. Gotcha, Damon. Oh, what is that behind him? No, not the body. Y'all see that? Is that a knife? Yup. A knife. Why was the knife floating in the water? On the blade in the surrounding water, I could make something out. The unmistakable color of blood. There's no doubt about it. The knife must have something to do with the murder. Why the knife was here and not actually on the platform, I had no idea. Interesting. Yo, my brain is like braining right now. Okay. Well, no, I hope you didn't kill this man, bro. You're still here?
Seriously?
Is there a problem with that? Why does she need to frame everything I say in the worst light? I'm preparing to hold a one-on-one session with you. I was consulting him about something important before we were interrupted by the announcement. Okay, so she's innocent then. Okay. Is that what you were doing before the blackout? Repeat that?
It's simple.
The blackout. Were you still with you when it happened?
Come on.
You're not speaking any sense. There was no power outage. Whoa. Okay, interesting. She can't be serious. That blackout affected the entire building, unless...
Anyways.
Let me rephrase. Where were you when the murder happened?
Sheesh.
Where were you? At Cassidy's game tournament in the dining hall.
Oh, really?
Really? Not what I expected.
Let me see.
You and I spent this morning by the large tree. We stayed there up into the including... Oh my goodness. We stayed there up to and including the time of Wolfgang's murder. Sounded like she had an alibi then. As for the location she mentioned, I assumed this entire building complex connected to the one generator. But it made more sense for the tree area to have its own separate system. Hence, why it didn't lose power. What about the courtyard though? Was anyone there in the time of the blackout? Okay, so that confirms it. So someone must have targeted somebody in the tournament but then messed up. Interesting. Interesting. Oi, take a whiff of the air. Ain't there something off about it? I followed his instructions and sniffed the air.
That's...
It smells like burnt rubber.
That ain't it.
Because of the busted generator, yeah. But that's not what I'm talking about. There is another scent, a real bitter one. You might actually be onto something. It's almost like cereal and rubbing alcohol.
Bad news.
Indeed, I'm suspecting a mighty chemical reaction at work. I've had my fair share of travels across the sea, and I'm no stranger to foul play. There's no stench worse than that one of the disastrous combustion.
It is how it is.
Thing is, I got no idea where it's coming from. Really? The smell is supposedly that of a chemical reaction. Where else could it be coming from besides the busted generator? Unless Jean's conclusion about the smell is wrong. I wouldn't put it past him. Interesting. Okay. So, bro must have got drugged, stabbed, but then a taser. Aren't you going to investigate Wolfgang? Me?
Yeah.
Who else? Back when we mistook the dummy for a body, you poked it from pretty nonchalantly.
Hang on.
That's different. I never thought it was real.
I see.
Now that we were finally advancing in the investigation, her cool composure had all but vanished. Typical, I guess. She can only keep up an act for so long.
Terrible.
The generator over there is partially submerged in the water. I think we would be wise to stay on this platform. Was he worried about the water being electrified? Ava and I managed to stand in it way back when. I don't see why now would be any different. Then again, the generator wasn't damaged last time.
Damn.
Yeah, since Wolfgang is kneeling in the water, we should avoid touching him.
No.
You don't know for sure if the water's unsafe.
Huh?
Listen to me.
Before you start making conclusions, you should experiment first. Saying that, Ava walked over the pile of boxes and put out, yep, like she did in the prologue, throw it in there and see what happens. Oh, I see what you're doing. Sure enough, Ava went straight to the edge of the platform and threw the light bulb into the water.
Look.
See, it's not lighting up. That means the water is safe.
Well,
I see. Then, I suppose it's safe to inspect Wolfgang.
Okay.
Are you going to? I think I will observe from afar instead. Now isn't the time to be listening to your nerves? Interesting. Okay, so let me. Wait, what? Okay, this is the same. Okay, I saw yellow around it. I didn't know if that means it's like more dialogue. Okay, but here's my guess, right? I'm gonna assume Wolfgang had either the knife or the taser, because we still gotta remember his note is gonna come into play. So, was bro trying to kill somebody and got killed instead? Because that would be diabolical work. I'm not gonna lie.
Hi.
Why did you move over here? It's.
Struggle.
I feel it is highly important we investigate anything and everything we can. That is why I moved over here to investigate. He doesn't want to touch a dead body, bro. I respect it. More like he didn't want to be near Wolfgang's body. And what was the first for the investigation? Something other than fear appeared on Yu's face. It was curiosity.
Eh?
What is it? Look at the floor in front of the door.
That's...
This? Yes.
Seriously?
This is just a small piece of scrap metal.
Do you think?
Even so, it's still part of a crime scene. Its necessity is documentation.
That's not important.
Seriously, something this small means nothing. Damon, you never know, bruh. It could have come from the generator or the pipes above us. Ingrid could have been carrying it for all we know. This guy, there's so much here he could actually document, and instead, he's focusing on some flimsy piece of metal. All the more reason to rely on myself. I was gonna say, bro, he's right though. Everything in here we gotta investigate. Now, time for the body. I'll inspect the, okay. I thought we inspected everything. This is crazy work. Oh, generator, okay. Half of the generator's internals had melted away, and what still remained was almost completely singed. Yeah, this was definitely the cause of the power outage. What could have melted the wires though? It looked like a bomb had gone off in here.
That's...
Now that I think about it, during the game tournament, taking a deep breath, I steadied my grip on the controller and pushed both joysticks as hard as I could. And so somebody made a chemical bomb. All of a sudden, the world around me turned pitch black. There had been a loud boom right before the blackout happened. Similar to a firework going off or someone firing a gun. Did I overhear the sound of a generator being destroyed? Nothing else near the dining hall could have made that kind of noise, I don't think. Interesting. If my assumption is correct, the generator would have been destroyed around the same time the murder was committed. That's suspicious. There's no way the two events aren't connected. But I'm also working purely off my memory of the boom. To be absolutely sure, I need to know when exactly the blackout occurred. Was there any way for me to find that out? Alright, it feels like I've given the boiler room a good rundown. Which means... oh boy. Just yesterday, Wolfgang was talking with us, eating breakfast with us. And now, he's dead. Who had the resolve to commit such a needlessly brutal murder? To go as far as to mangle his body? I couldn't unpack it. I didn't know how to. This wasn't just some dummy I had to investigate. This was a real person. It was so far out of my expertise, let alone my comfort zone.
Hello.
Do you want to expect him? Holy crap, did she really have to scare me like that? Yeah, I do want to inspect him. It's just the idea of getting close to him.
Boy.
I'll investigate with you. It'll be easier for both of us that way. Right?
Right.
Oh boy. Let's do this. Okay, based off this, okay, hold on. Wolfgang lay completely still, his face frozen in a look of horror. His once bright eyes were shrouded in darkness, and his mouth was open as if he was killed mid-scream. Ava's expression said it all. Wolfgang did everything in his power to make us outcasts and make the worst of us. At times I even hated him for it. But this brought no relief to either of us. Wolfgang, what happened in his final moments that left him so terrified? Was it the realization he was about to die? Mulling over the what-ifs won't bring me any closer to solving Wolfgang's murder. Right now, my focus should be to find evidence. And that begins by investigating his body. Interesting. With the way Wolfgang was slumped over the platform, it almost looked like he'd have fallen on top of it.
Focus.
Let me see if his palms are scratched. As I knelt down to take a closer look.
Huh?
Ooh, trickling out from under the cuff of Wolfgang's sleeve and onto the rest of his hand. A strange injury that looked a lot like tree sapling. Okay, so he got shocked. Was this a burn mark? When I looked at Wolfgang's other hand, I saw the same thing. Markings that seemed to extend down the arm.
The hell?
Ava, look at this.
Hello.
Let me see. Yeah, burn marks. That's really horrible. They look like gross little veins. What inflicted them?
That's...
There's a taser a little ways off from where we're standing, but I couldn't find anything to indicate it's been fired. So the only other thing I can think of is the generator.
Is that really true?
Why the generator?
I know.
The thing has clearly been destroyed by something. Maybe Wolfgang got caught in that something, and that's how he died.
Not sure.
I'm not sure. The generator seems too far away from where Wolfgang is lying to cause burns like these.
Look at this.
Plus, the room's water isn't conductive, so electricity couldn't have traveled through it.
Right.
You're right. Anything able to melt the generator's wires would have burnt his suit to a crisp too. Exactly. I think Wolfgang received these burns outside the boiler room. There's just nothing here that could leave these markings. As for the actual place he got burnt, guess we'll have to try and find it out ourselves. That is, if such a place even exists. While it's possible the generator may not have been involved in the murder, it seemed unlikely that Wolfgang made a detour for the boiler room after being severely burnt. After all, burns like his would definitely paralyze someone. Okay, burn marks. As for Wolfgang's palms, they didn't have any markings on them. Still, he must have fallen somehow. Why else would he be lying on the platform? Interesting. Okay, my original idea Okay, hear me out, right? What if the killer still has their taser? No, because then it would be left. Okay, interesting. Hold on. There didn't seem to be any strange markings on Wolfgang's face. However, along the back of the neck was a massive bruise. That looks like a really bad injury. Almost his entire neck is discolored.
Damn.
Right. How did he get this on the back of his neck? Nothing around us seems to have left it. This might sound morbid, but what if it's a sign of his body decomposing?
That's...
Can a body really decompose this fast? It could, or it could not. It probably depends on the environment. As in, the temperature?
Correct.
Cold places are generally better at preserving things than warm. Humid areas like this boiler room.
Thinking.
Kind of like dairy products. That's a good comparison. A tone deaf one, but sure. Wolfgang didn't have this bruise yesterday, at the very least. If he did, it would have been super noticeable.
fair.
True. Turning my attention back to Wolfgang, I caught something else on his body. Near the mark on his neck, but not directly overlapping it. A red dot. Is that a beauty mark? No. Doesn't look like it. The skin around the dot seems to be inflamed. It reminds me of a popped pimple. That sort of wound could easily inflict on yourself.
So,
Then you don't think this is related to the murder? Hold on. It might not be, but judging by the lack of scabbing, this was inflicted pretty recently, so we may as well keep it in mind. Somebody must have poisoned him. Oh my goodness. Interesting. Wolfgang's suit was completely crumpled, a far cry from his own clean appearance. Water had seeped into his pants, completely ruining the fabric. As I leaned in close, I spotted a folded piece of paper sticking out from his back pocket. Though it was soaked, it wasn't completely destroyed.
Damn.
I really don't want to touch him, but with my thumb and index finger, I snatched the paper out of his pocket, taking care not to brush my hand against his body. I gingerly folded open the paper, aware that some of the wetter spots could fall apart immediately, and found a message written inside. That's some very ugly handwriting. Do you recognize it?
No.
A lot of the text is unreadable. Whoever wrote this probably used a low quality pen. Although, at the bottom of the page, fragments of a message were still visible. Secret, 8:15 a.m. boiler room, close the door. Doesn't this read a lot like a command? It seems like someone wanted to arrange a private meeting with him here.
I see.
Could that someone be the culprit? Yes.
not sure.
8:15 a.m. That's a long time before the time of death though. Maybe there was a struggle, or maybe Wolfgang arrived late. This is interesting. Maybe they did want to have a meeting, but Wolfgang tried to kill him. And it was like a self-defense. Ooh, because I'm telling you, that letter is going to come into play. Like father, like son. Interesting.
There must be something.
Either way, this message is definitely a valuable clue. It's our only insight into Wolfgang's movements before his death. Well, now I really want to know where everyone was at that time. I woke up at 8:30 this morning, so I was asleep when this meeting was scheduled to happen. It's only 35 minutes before the tournament. Cassidy, Jet, Mark, and I would have already been in the dining hall,
Right.
setting up equipment.
That's...
As for the other students, directly asking them where they were at 8:15 a.m. might be risky. Because they would wonder where we got the time from. Exactly, and I prefer to keep this note between the two of us. At least for now. Interesting. Anyway, this thing about a secret, what do you think that means? Well, I'm not really sure. It could be referring to anything. Anything, huh? You know what it means.
I know.
I have an idea. The author of this letter might be talking about Wolfgang's blackmail. If they claimed to have it, they could have baited him here without much issue. After all, Wolfgang asked us to meet with the person whose blackmail we had. A derelict boiler room is a pretty ominous place to meet someone though. It would have been Wolfgang's first time here too, assuming he didn't explore this floor beforehand.
What could it be?
Either he didn't see the super obvious danger in meeting here alone, or he did realize and just didn't care.
Right.
Does that change anything about what I said? Well, duh. If Wolfgang knew the warning signs, his reason for coming might have less to do with his integrity
You see?
and more to do with his desperation.
Huh?
To know the details of his blackmail,
I see.
it would stand to reason. If only Wolfgang had hidden this note somewhere safe instead of bringing it here, it would have been valuable evidence. I doubt he would have envisioned something like this happening. He was never really on his guard during the killing game, except around you and me, I guess. My voice is chopped. Oh my goodness, I'm sick. Oh my goodness. Now that I think about it, the place where Wolfgang laid was odd. What were the chances he would end up in here? What were the chances he would end up here, between the only opening of the fence? The one spot where he could kneel over like this. Was it possible he'd been trying to climb onto the platform before he died? It's strange why he didn't use the stairs though, and even stranger that he was even in the water. That seems to be everything I could gather.
Hello.
Hey, Damon. Since we've inspected the boiler room, we should find the students who left and ask them for their testimonies.
Right.
They went upstairs to investigate Wolfgang's dorm, right? Yes, because of what I said earlier. The victim's last known whereabouts are the best places to search for clues.
Okay.
Alright, let's see what they've been up to. Apart from collecting testimonies, there were two other matters on my mind. One, getting Desmond to inspect the taser gun. And two, pinpointing exactly when the blackout occurred, in case it happened at the time of the murder. I walked over to the boiling room door, which had been left slightly ajar. But as I began to pull it the rest of the way open, I noticed it. The doorknob, something about it, looked different. Wait a minute, huh?
I
Hey, Ava. The doorknob, I think it's been flipped. Flip? Are you sure? Take a look for yourself. The first time we woke up here, I'm pretty sure this lock was oh my goodness. The first time we woke up here, I'm pretty sure this lock was on the inside, not the outside.
Is that really true?
How would someone be able to flip a doorknob though?
That's...
By unscrewing it, probably. Okay. Why didn't you say something earlier? What do you mean? This is the first time I noticed it.
Is that really true?
Really? You didn't notice it back when you entered the boiler room with Kai? No, not even then. It might have been because of the darkness or my own nerves. But back then, I wasn't paying attention to the small details like the doorknob. All I wanted to do was enter the boiler room.
Anyways.
I know that makes me sound stupid.
Listen to me.
It's okay. I mean, I probably would have noticed the doorknob had I been there, but that's beside the point. Alright. Anyway, this discovery paints an interesting picture. Since the lock was now accessible from the hallway, you could technically lock the boiler room shut without ever stepping foot in it. Meaning that if you wanted to lock someone inside the boiler room, all you have to do is lure them in and close the door behind them. Interesting.
Moving on.
Come on, we need to collect people's testimonies before the investigation ends. Right, let's go. So, okay. So we have the thing with like a faint stench, right? And then, oh wait, hold on. Interesting. Okay, so you know what this means, right? Someone may have lured him in here, released like a gas, knocked him out, tried to get rid of him, but bro fought back. As a million questions rattled away in my mind, I followed Ava out of the breaker room. Actually, Ava, before we go upstairs, it's probably worth checking out the storage closets first. Why?
I know.
I found something in the boiler room that might be related to them. Judging by the length, I think it's an extension cord. But what the heck happened to the other end of it? There was no internal plug, just a frayed tip line with a black substance. Had the internal end been severed off and the cord burnt after? I didn't see this cord in the boiler room earlier, so it probably came from someplace else. One of the storage rooms maybe? That extension cord, we should confirm if it did indeed come from a storage closet. Okay,
However,
but first, I want to talk to Cassidy.
Come again?
You want to talk to her? Yes, I want to talk to her. Is that bad? She wasn't much help last investigation.
well,
Any help is better than no help.
Fair.
Alright, I'll talk to Cassidy first, and then I'll investigate the storage closets on this floor. I think she's saying that because if Cassidy had to come get like a extension cord for the game, right? Cassidy was pacing around the hallway with a finger on her chin, seemingly doing nothing.
yo!
Oh, hey guys. Sorry for not noticing you sooner. I was performing a super sweep down of this here hallway. That's a lot of words for wandering around aimlessly.
Listen to me.
Can you put your sweep down on hold? I have a really important question.
Okay.
Let's hear it. Just don't drag it on for too long, okay? Gotta finish my sweep down before time's up.
You see,
Do you remember who attended the tournament? The game tournament? Huh? Everyone who was slated. Oh my goodness. Everyone who was slated to join kept their word, so we had a full house.
what about...
There were 8 people in total. Jet, Mark, Grace, Jean, Kai, and the 3 of us.
Huh?
Something on your mind? Well, since the murder happened in the boiler room,
Well,
wouldn't that mean everyone in the dining hall has an alibi?
ooh.
That's a good point. You know, that's what I said earlier. I mean, we're all safe. I didn't even think of that. She's totally right. Also, since we split into pairs while investigating those rooms down the hall, every pairing can vouch for each other.
Right.
We all split up. What were the groups again?
Yep,
Jet and I explored Storage Closet B.
Eh?
Storage Closet B?
check it out.
That's what it's called on the map. Does she mean the map on the Tozu Trinket? Yes. But I do want to say something regarding that, right? If it happened earlier, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't, what's dude's name? The Ultimate Captain? Didn't he come a bit late? Or am I tripping? Okay, hold on. I activated my trinket and sure enough, see? Storage Closet B. There's also Storage Closet A, C, and D. Those are definitely the rooms we explored.
I see.
In that case, Kai and I must have explored Closet C. I remember it clearly. The 2 of us checked the closet above and opposite, the one Cassidy searched. According to this map, the only closet to fit those perimeters is Closet C.
Correct.
Grace and I investigated the closet directly next to Damon's, so we must have been inside Storage A,
Yeah.
which leaves Mark and Jean was Storage Closet D. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, Damo, since you're here,
Question.
what's the deal with you in the boiler room?
Huh?
When Kai told us party peeps about Wolfie, he said you 2 went inside the boiler room.
How?
The heck did you do that for? You were supposed to check out the storage closet.
No.
You're not casting suspicion on me, are you? Me? No way. As far as Cass is concerned, everyone is innocent until proven otherwise. I investigated the storage closet with Kai. We just didn't find anything inside.
Anyway.
Although we did hear someone run down the hallway.
Am I hearing you right?
For real? Yep, we did. Man, unlucky, yada yada. What's the plan now? Do we just yada yada? Let's check, yada yada. Same. Suddenly, I heard frantic footsteps echoing from the hallway outside. So did anybody else hear that?
It.
Weird, I don't remember any footsteps.
It's the truth.
I do.
Really?
Ava, did you really? I heard them while Grace and I were investigating the storage room next to yours.
However,
I just brushed it off as my imagination though. Guess me and Jet must have been talking over them. Were those footsteps the reason you entered the boiler room, Damo? It's Damon, and yeah. They came from the direction of that room, so I wanted to see what the person was running from.
for real?
Really? I would have just chased after the footsteps. I mean, entering the boiler room after something like that, you weren't scared a murderer was hiding inside? What I actually discovered wasn't much better. True, true. Then whose footsteps could those have been? I don't know why anyone would want to be running around those spooky hallways, let alone in the dark.
What about...
Unless... Oh, maybe they were also looking for a backup generator.
That's not important.
I doubt it's that innocent. Considering the place this person ran away from was the crime scene, those footsteps were probably the killers. You mean fresh off committing the murder?
Right.
Fresh off the murder, or a bit after. Depends what time we went downstairs. Either way, whether it was immediately after the murder or not, for a brief moment, the only thing separating us from Wolfgang's killer were the storage room walls. That's creepy to think about. Interesting. Thus, bit by bit, the mystery slowly unravels.
My genius
No
is
need to
almost
thank me
frightening.
to this. Yo, calm down, bro. She didn't even do anything. I was gonna say, bro is just yapping. Okay, time to check the closets. Okay, so we already checked ours, and that was the furthest one away. So, okay, this is storage closet A. Yeah, let's take a look around. As I began to inspect the shelves, the glint of something shiny caught my eye.
That's...
Look, there's a rolling pin here, and the handprints on it too.
Strange.
What are you implying? That someone used this recently and not for their intended purpose.
I know.
Look, can you see how many handprints are at the base of the pen? You aren't rolling much dough if you're wielding this thing like a tennis racket, are you? Oh, tennis racket. The pen is... Oh, bro, I don't know why I just tried to pin that on Grace. My bad. Yeah, agreed. Not only that,
Jeez.
there's a dent on the pen too. Really? On the end opposite the handprints, can you see it?
Weird.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Handprints and a dent. That's definitely not a coincidence.
Focus.
Could this pen have something to do with the mark we found on Wolfgang's neck? Interesting. I mean, that would make sense though, because they attacked him from behind. If it was used to knock him out, it would not only explain the dent on the pen, but the bruise. Yup. How did it make its way into the closet though?
Huh?
That is true. What do you mean? How did the pen make its way to the closet after the killer used it?
There
Yeah,
must
that's a
be
good point.
something.
I mean, if the footsteps Kai and I heard were the killers, they probably chucked the pen in here on their way out. Nah, because somebody was in here investigating.
Absolutely not.
No, that's not what happened.
Huh?
If the killer entered this closet and hid the rolling pin, somebody would have saw.
Listen to me.
Grace and I would have seen them. Exactly. Of course, she and Grace were investigating this closet at the time. What if the killer placed the pin in here before any of us came downstairs?
Save it.
If they were out in the hallway, why didn't they use that as their chance to escape? She's right about that too. Could this rolling pin really be unrelated? But it lines up so well with the other evidence. Okay, hear me out right. So we know we're dealing with like chemicals. So what if somebody knocked him out, left him down there, threw chemicals, and then just like locked the door? Interesting. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to this room. Let's keep investigating. One moment she's speaking nonsense, the next she's totally coherent. I don't think I'll ever understand this girl. Okay, so that's my theory, right? It has something to do with them chemicals like killing them. Ooh boy, this is not good at all. Where are we? Next, I believe this is D, right? Or C. Anything in here?
Interesting.
The map says this is... Okay, never mind, this is B. The closet Cassidy and Jet explored.
Look.
Do you see that?
Eh?
See what? The box in the corner over there. Look. Confused, I turned to where she was pointing. This is... I think I know what this is.
Yeah.
A generator, right? The one you were referring to during the blackout?
Correct.
Yeah, exactly. Since I've explored the rooms before, I knew one of them had a backup generator.
That's...
If this closet has the backup generator, wouldn't that mean the ones who restored the power?
Thinking
Well,
thinking.
if Cassidy and Jet were the only people who entered this room, then they're the people who brought the power back. Dang, I'm surprised those two actually knew how to navigate a generator. That seems to be all there is to this closet. Okay. Are we sure though they're the ones who turned it on? Because I mean, Tozu could easily just, you know, come out of nowhere from the floor. That's weird. Okay. Oh wait, no, we already checked this one. My bad. Nothing in here. This was a closet, yup. It was hard to get a good look at its content in the dark, but seeing it now,
I see.
there doesn't seem to be anything important here. I think we can move on. Okay. I meant to go to that other one. Oops. Okay, one more closet, then straight to bro's room. Now, I'm piecing up a picture in my head, but the running part is still confusing me. Unless they try to see if it actually worked. Is there anything in here? Hold on. Anything? Nope. Well, off to Wolfgang's room, bro. Okay. That is really crazy though. Heading upstairs would be the bad idea. Oh, never mind. Oops. I am wrong. So where we gotta go now? We checked. Didn't we check this one? Oh, we didn't. Okay.
Look,
This is Thor's. Yeah, Mark and Jean explored this one. Let's see what I can find in here. Is there anything weird about this room?
That's...
I think I see something behind this pile of boxes. I stood on my tippy toes to get a better look, and
Jeez.
so they really are here.
well,
What's here? Extension cords, a whole bunch of them.
strange.
So somebody was having a field day down here then.
Okay.
Yeah, these are definitely the same type of cord I saw in the boiler room. Only difference is these still have their own half intact. The internal plugs are pretty slim compared to the other kinds of cords. The fact these cords match the one in the boiler room means the killer must have rummaged through these closets for equipment. Yes, 100%. For what reason they needed the cord, I had no idea, but this was still a step in the right direction. Besides, that box of cords, nothing else about this room is standing out to me.
So,
Do you want to move on?
Yeah.
Let's go. We've looked through all the closets now.
so,
Did you find everything you needed?
Yeah.
The rolling pin and the stack of extension cords, there's no doubting their relevance to this case. At least, based on what I've investigated so far.
Anyway.
Ava, let's go upstairs and collect some more testimonies.
where?
Finally. Okay. All these chemicals in this building, bro. This place is chocked. Okay, now that we did that, I'm still confused about that letter though, but we'll figure it out. Okay, his room, there we go. Wait, what? What you mean it'd be a bad idea? There are things in the hallway. What? Hold on. Unless they want me to talk to Ava again. Ain't no way, bro.
Interesting.
Wow, that was easy.
hell?
Why did you do that? To see if you were nervous.
Seriously?
Of course I'm nervous. You were nervous earlier.
No,
Earlier, yeah, but not anymore.
moving on.
Anyway, you shouldn't be so nervous. If you're too nervous, you won't be able to think straight, so you should calm down. Easier said than done.
Well,
Well, we've already investigated the really ugly stuff, right? You don't need to think about that stuff for now. Just focus on collecting people's testimonies.
listen to me.
I can keep reminding you if you want. I'll be fine. For sure. We don't talk to everybody now, right? Now, there shouldn't be any complications. Haha, please. What do you mean? Okay. Yo, what am I missing? Okay, I'm confused as to what they want me to look for. Oh, I did not see this. Oh. There's dried blood on the floor. For some reason, it seemed to pull right around this particular spot. Dried blood in the boiler room?
Eh?
You noticed the blood in there?
Correct.
I noticed you noticing it.
I see.
So,
who do you think left all this blood behind?
Focus.
Well, it can't be Wolfgang, can it? Considering the sort of injuries he sustained, it wouldn't make sense for him to spill a lot of blood.
There must be
Which means the only possibility we're left with is
what could it be?
the blood belongs to someone else? Yeah, exactly. If I didn't notice the blood here, would you have pointed it out to me?
Eh?
I would have pointed it out to you if the roles were reversed. That way you know not to step on it.
Right.
Sure, I'd point it out.
Thanks.
Okay, that was weird. Okay, so since we know the person who did it is injured, can we just like check everybody? Somebody has to have an injury on them. And we're good to go. Okay. So we know that our suspect is injured, so we're gonna need a wellness check on everybody. As Ava and I emerged from the basement on the lookout for another which could aid us in our investigation. It's okay, bruh.
Eh?
Right in front of us was a flustered Elois was, oh my goodness, your name. Right in front of us, a flustered Elois was oh my goodness. Right in front of us, a flustered Elois was huddled with her back to the wall. Standing next to her.
Yeah.
Sup, you guys? Might want to lower your voice around here. Some stuff has happened.
What could it be?
Is something wrong? Sorry, Ellis had a bit of a frightening experience recently.
You think?
I think we all have.
No kidding.
Well, yeah, the scene downstairs is bad, but I'm talking about something else. Excuse me? After Tozu left, we tried going inside Wolfgang's room to look for clues. But the moment we stepped in, she suddenly pounced on me. She dragged me out and Desmond ran after. Who are you talking? Are you talking about Mara? I haven't been able to get my heart to stop beating so quickly since.
Huh?
This she you're referring to.
Shit.
Yep, it's Grace. Her of all people? She's been guarding Wolfgang's dorm ever since she kicked us out. Grace was blocking access to Wolfgang's dorm? What the heck? We can't let her bar us from entering his room. The class trial could start at any moment. That's what I tried telling everyone else, but they pretty much gave up. Jet and Mark went to the dining hall, Deanna went to the laundry room, and Toshiko and Ingrid went to the courtyard. Ellis and I, though, we're not gonna let this slide. We gotta get inside that dorm room, so we've been brainstorming other ways to approach Grace.
Think about it this way.
And we've landed on something. Performing a brief inquisition. Inquisition? If Grace doesn't want to cooperate, we'll start oh my goodness, bro. We'll start badgering her with questions. Poke at her ego until it eventually retreats.
Safety first.
If you want, you can join us. A debater must be good at dishing verbal beatdowns, yeah? I did come here to inspect Wolfgang's dorm, so I might as well. If that's the case,
I'm out.
I'll go to the dining hall and ask Jet and Mark for their testimonies.
Eh?
You're not coming along?
Where?
Grace isn't someone I'd like to be around right now. You three can handle her. Something tells me she's just afraid of her talent being mocked.
Right.
No sweat. Have fun with Jet and Mark.
Goodbye.
Why is Grace so concerned? I'm confused. Ava left in the direction of the laundromat, clearly taking the long route to the dining hall. Should we approach Grace then?
Totally.
Yeah, let's not waste any time.
Okay.
Right, okay. Do you want to take the lead, Damon? Sure. I wasn't going to admit it to either of their faces, but their plans seemed pretty high-bait. Not because I was going to face off with Grace, but because she was too. How could a bumbling person like her be of any help in a... Yo, Damon, calm down, bruh. Ain't no way. Now, I honestly don't know why Grace would act like this. Did she like him or something? I mean, they were close to like the same age. If anything, she'll probably make us look uncoordinated. Guess I have to do the most of a heavy lifting here. Since Grace was guarding Wolfgang's door, she should be right around the corner. Interesting. Okay. Oh boy. My thing is, why would she be guarding it though? Cause unless she did it. Excuse me. Don't you two yuppies get it? You're not coming in.
Don't get it mixed up.
Hang on, we're not here for that. Damon just wants to ask you a question.
Back off.
He isn't coming in either.
Jeez.
Why not? I need to investigate Wolfgang's dorm room.
Soybean.
Back off. His room is none of your business. And why is it yours? Except it is. I have to search his last known whereabouts, which includes his dorm room by default.
See that?
What if I said I've done the job for you? We can't go off of that, sorry.
Come again?
As in, you searched the room? High and low. Want to know what I found? Nothing. For us to believe that, we need to see it for ourselves.
Oi!
You think I'm lying?
Just saying.
There's a chance you could be, unfortunately.
Eh?
Think about it. You haven't given us any reason to believe you. True. Someone who's got nothing to hide wouldn't be acting so protective right now, you know? It gives the impression there's something you really don't want us to see.
Anyway.
Also, couldn't this be considered breaking the rules? Tozu wants this game to be fair, but being prevented from searching every room doesn't seem very fair.
Don't test me.
Even if it isn't, what are you gonna do? Hey, Grace, she's the ultimate fencer, bro. I wouldn't play with that. I'll report it to Tozu. Huh?
You.
Makes sense.
Nice idea. What do you say we look for him now? If Tozu agrees this is sabotage, he might call Amara to help. Yo, this is diabolical. It's not sabotage. I'm not hiding anything about the murder. Don't try to get me involved. Desmond never mentioned Wolfgang's murder. Oh.
Anyway.
Look, just let us into the room. If you're telling the truth, we'll drop our suspicions.
Gotta stay one step ahead.
The reality of the situation is, we've gotta invade Wolfgang's privacy if we want to know what happened to him. He would want to investigate our dorms if it were anyone else who died. Grace stood there silently, gritting her teeth. Then she stepped away from the door.
Okay.
Now you see Desmond, oh my goodness, you and Desmond, y'all keep getting mixed up. But you see, she can pull her own weight. Sweet, thanks Grace. With sighs of relief, we enter Wolfgang's dorm. Let me guess. What is this? Yeah, ain't no way. So this was Wolfgang's dorm. While some of my expectations were correct, a lot about the room still surprised me. I anticipated the layout resembling my dorms and the decor reflecting his talent. What I didn't anticipate was how messy it was. Well, maybe not messy, just really casual. A room that clearly been well lived in.
Oi, you.
Don't move things around when you inspect them. I want to keep the room as is. Whose jacket is that on the... Hold on, to be honest, I'm not sure why I was even surprised. Okay, this is interesting. What is this? Oh, okay, I see what's happening. Clothes were scattered across the room, including a familiar looking woman's jacket. Nothing about them looked suspicious. I get what happened. These two loved each other. That is crazy work though. A large toy bear adorned the bed. Something tells me this didn't belong in the room originally. Okay, yeah, so it's starting to make sense now. These two had something for each other, and yo, they were in this room. That's all I gotta say. Wolfgang also had a pinup calendar in his room. Okay, the same thing. This isn't what I should be focusing on during a murder investigation. I thought it was gonna be like some hidden blood on there, but I guess not. Okay, there we go. What's up, Damon?
Hi.
Hey, can you check something out for me?
Easy enough.
In here or
That's not it.
in the boiler room? I found a taser gun in there.
Are you for real?
I can't tell if it's been fired or not. I don't think it has, but I want to know for sure, because if I'm wrong and this taser gun was used, it might clue us in the nature of Wolfgang's death.
No kidding.
What were we talking about? Oh, what we're talking about is that big of a deal. Oh my goodness. Letters, stop moving. What we're talking about is that big a deal, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, since you're skilled at using guns, I figured.
All good.
No sweat. I'll see you at once I'm done here. Thanks for the heads up, Damon. Interesting. Eloise was kneeling on the floor, sorting through Wolfgang's bedside ottoman with a serious look on her face.
Hi.
Hey, can we talk for a second?
Give me a moment.
Okay. She closed the ottoman and stood up, now wearing the same nervous expression she always did. Is there something wrong? I want to know your whereabouts during Wolfgang's murder. Oh. When the murder happened, I was with Desmond in the courtyard.
Eh?
The courtyard? Yes. You can ask Desmond to confirm if you're confused. No, I'm fine.
It's simple.
Let me just ask this. What were you doing during the blackout? Blackout? Yeah, you did experience it, right? Nope. So everybody in the dining hall was the only people that experienced it.
That's not.
No, I don't think there was ever a blackout. We were only alerted to the murder because of Tozu's announcement.
I see.
So my theory was right. If Winona never experienced a blackout in the tree room, and Eloise never experienced a blackout in the courtyard, both those buildings must be connected to an entirely different power source. Last person we gotta talk to. We're not here for that.
Hi.
Hey. Normally she'd be meeting my eyes.
Quit it.
I know you suspect me. I can tell by the look on your face. But I don't know anything about his death. To be in the dark like everyone else about a person she was so close to. Dang it, get a grip of yourself. Grace can claim to know nothing about the murder, but what about everything before it?
Anyway.
So I heard a rumor you became Wolfgang's new bunk buddy. This room seems to confirm that. How was he in the morning? Grumpy? Happy? Sick.
Eh?
We were planning to go to the game tournament, but he woke up with an ache in his stomach. Interesting. If you're telling me the truth and Wolfgang planned to attend the tournament,
That's not it.
why did he say the opposite yesterday? That is true, he said he had something going on. Admittedly, I'm also a little hesitant about attending. I'm not sure if I will have the time for it. From what I remember, Wolfgang said he'd be too busy to attend the tournament. More like he wanted another round at the pachinko machine.
Watch and learn.
I would know. I interrogated him after breakfast.
No.
What? That's seriously what he meant?
Yeah, okay.
Which is why I told him, hey, no, let's do the tournament. He was a bit flinchy at first, typical for a soybean, but he eventually caved. Wolfgang was a pachinko player? I'm not sure I can believe that. Then again, some of the paraphernalia in this room look neither golf nor law related.
Okay.
Alright, so based on what you're saying, Wolfgang agreed to attend the tournament yesterday. However, come this morning, Wolfgang remembered the pirate was attending, so he suggested I track down that guy and partner with him instead.
Right.
Because you needed to bring a partner to the tournament? Wolfgang, he knew I was miffed about it, his smile said as much, but I walked out the door anyway.
Dumbass.
Wolfgang said he was too sick to get out of bed, so I walked away. So that was a lie. If Wolfgang really had been bedridden, how did he wind up in the boiler room? Okay, so I guess this can confirm Grace is innocent. So, piecing it up, bro lied to her so he could go down to the secret meeting, and then boom. Either he didn't come of his own volition, or he was never sick exactly. By the look on her face, I could tell Grace realized the same. With all that said, it wasn't like Wolfgang to hide anything. For a guy who's so gung-ho about honesty, you would think he would confide in the person he's closest to. Did the letter I find inside his blazer pocket have something to do with it? Yup. At the bottom, yada yada, fragments, yup. Secret, yup. Doesn't this read? Yup. While only a few words were legible, a lot could be gleaned from them. For example, that mention of a secret. Did the rest of the note elaborate on it, or was the word alone enough to scare Wolfgang? Maybe he wanted to shield Grace from information even he couldn't handle. Or maybe he simply didn't want her to know. Whatever the reason, Wolfgang Akira deliberately hid information from someone. Ironic, huh? Grace's testimony. Well, that's all I could find. Why was Grace so antsy about people entering? There didn't seem to be anything suspicious lying around. In any case, since I'm done here, I should head to the dining hall. I'm pretty sure that's where Ava said she was going. That is true. I mean, there's nothing in here saying you did something, so... unless she was like embarrassed, but... It is what it is. Hey yo. As soon as I entered the room, Ava walked over to me.
Hello.
I just finished talking to everyone here. Anything important?
Rage.
Nothing important. I don't think Jet and Mark are taking this seriously. This might end like the mock trial where only a couple people know what they're doing. Does she really think so? Well, that information definitely didn't bode well for me. I couldn't afford to be discouraged by it. Not unless I want to die in this game.
Focus.
I'll see if I can make those two talk.
Thanks.
Good luck. I mean, everyone in this room is innocent, no? Because these two were helping since like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Is it me, or is there something funky about this place?
Come again.
What? I don't know, man. Everything feels kinda off. I can't place why though, and it's bugging the crap out of me. Sounded like he just felt uncomfortable being here. I guess I can't blame him. With the turn things have taken, the tension and excitement of this tournament was all but a distant memory. And this room was now a reminder of Wolfgang died right under our noses. Literally. Kai, just give me some useful information, please. Dang. Why didn't Tozu fix the blackout himself? Is the maintenance of this place seriously our responsibility?
Not okay.
The fridge and pantry are restocked every day though. Can't things just be consistent? Whining aside, he made a good point. Why didn't Tozu fix the blackout? Cause he's doing this for entertainment, there's no need for him to fix it. Thinking back on his spiel from earlier. I mean, bro's just here for entertainment purposes, bro. The tablet's information has been divulged in such a way that both the killer and the spotless have equal chance of success. Did Tozu abstain from fixing the blackout because it was important to the killer? They could easily make their escape if no one could see anything.
Wait.
Oh yeah, Damon, since you're here, I've been thinking really hard about those footsteps we heard
Come again.
when we were in the storage closet.
No, seriously.
Yeah, they were soft, right? Like the person was wearing socks.
I see.
Now that you mention it, it did sound like socks on a hard floor. Of all things to be right about, it has to be this.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Man.
I mean, why didn't the killer just wear shoes? Think about it. The sound of something like heels would be pretty distinct, right? Or what about sneakers? They really get squeaky on a smooth floor. And
Don't say that.
what I'm saying is you could totally figure out the shoe from the sound of it makes. And if you know what shoes the killer had on, you can just look for the person with the matching pair. But socks? Anyone can be wearing socks. The person probably removed their shoes for that reason.
This sucks.
Just our luck. He does make a good point, socks. But I mean, like you said, people can just put on their shoes. Mark, anything useful? Mark had returned to his position by the equipment.
Hi.
Hey, Desmond and Alois told me you plan to investigate Wolfgang's dorm. Grace isn't guarding it anymore, so you can go inside now. Let me guess, you don't want to investigate?
It's nothing.
I just came here to make sure my interface wasn't damaged. Ain't no way bro's thinking about that in this life or death situation. Okay, for sure. This investigation could spell the difference between life and death, yet his priority was with this stupid music equipment. Don't you think it looks suspicious, what you're doing?
What?
I heard people are already giving Grace the side eye for being uncooperative. What might they say if they find out you've ditched the investigation?
Slow down.
Yo, hold on. Jet called out to us from the other side of the room and ran over. Can't you see Broski isn't feeling well? Give the guy some space.
That's not important.
I don't care. I'm working on the time limit. Who are you to talk anyway? Judging by the look on Broski's face, whenever you guys are together,
Simple.
out of everyone here, I think you know the least about personal space. Ain't no way. Sure, Mark might not talk a whole lot, but if he wasn't having fun, do you really think he'd be hanging out so much?
Broskies always stick together.
Come on, Broski, back me up here. Yo, you're getting left in the dirt. That is diabolical. Time. Huh? What time did the murder happen?
That's
9:35 a.m. Check this. He pointed to a small digital clock at the top of the music pad.
that's
Huh? This is the time of the murder. It was like this when I came back here. I think the clock got screwed over by the blackout. So now it's frozen on whatever it was displaying before it lost power. Then that confirms my suspicions. The blackout, and by association the destruction of the generator, occurred at the time of Wolfgang's murder. Okay, so this still proves that everybody in this room is innocent. Nice going, bro. You hit the jackpot. Bet it's cause I was here with you, huh? Yo, bro, it's finna get pepper spray, bro. Ain't no way. Sheesh, this is getting hard to watch. Ain't no way. Well, we done investigated everything in here, didn't we? Yep. Oh, the board. Cassidy had clearly spent a lot of time doodling this. She must be upset that we didn't even finish a single round. The first time people have a get-together and they're interrupted by a murder. Thinking back on it, the game tournament and the murder happened really close to each other. The former began at 9, while the latter occurred at 9:35. That's within the same hour. Taking another look at this whiteboard. Yeah, I can see why the killer chose to attack so soon. 8 potential witnesses all situated in one place, too preoccupied with video games to notice the world around them. There couldn't be a more perfect time to strike. I feel like this is gonna come into play though, because Jean is still left empty. Interesting. I mean, hey, we can still finish off that game. I'm just saying. May as well skim through the kitchen just in case. Looking inside the cabinets, there didn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. Except one of the knives. This knife block had a knife missing from it. For a kitchen knife to go missing at the same time a knife is floating around in the boiler room's water, that can't be a coincidence. Wait, that's it? Oh my, would you look at the time? I dare say we ought to get this now? How does 20 minutes from now sound? Great, great. Please continue to investigate until then. See you later. 20 minutes? Yo, there's only 20 minutes into the trial?
Hang on.
Damon? Jeez, how does she keep scaring me? The investigation's almost over. We need to find the other 3 and hear their testimonies.
that's
The other 3?
As I was saying,
Toshiko, Ingrid, and Diana.
jeez.
Alright, calm down. Desmond said they were in the courtyard, right?
I'm talking.
And Deanna's in the laundry room. Then let's talk to Diana first, since the laundry room is in the same building. In the meantime, don't panic, okay?
Can't you see?
I'm not panicking. And she said that she motioned for me to follow her over the door. Pathological liar. Ava might deny it, but the anxiety which had been bubbling up inside her was clearly starting to boil over. Although, with how fast my own heart was beating, I guess she's not alone. Telling us 20 minutes and we have yet to explore this whole place is diabolical work, Tozu. Ain't no way. Yeah, okay. Now you know what would be crazy? If they actually had like a 20-minute timer at the top of the screen? Yo. Okay, we don't got time to talk. Laundry room. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is this it? Nope. I'm getting lost. Ain't it in this hall? Is this it? Yep. Alright, if Desmond's telling the truth, then Diana should be in here. Okay, she is. But why are you by yourself? Suspicious. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Deanna was standing with her back pressed up against the walls, arms wrapped around herself in a tight embrace. She's in even worse shape than before. Diana, I need to ask you a question. Please give me a moment. It's been kind of tough.
No.
The investigation is going to end really soon. We can't wait. Okay, sorry. Where were you during the blackout?
Oh.
The blackout? Right, before the body was discovered. I was just in my room alone doing my makeup. You don't have any makeup on though. I was experimenting with new combinations, so I wiped it all off already.
I see.
So you were alone in your room the entire morning? Please don't tell me it was her, bro. She seems like an innocent person, please. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling up to it.
Sorry.
I'm feeling a little sick of all of a sudden. Do you mind if I go back to my dorm? I've asked all the questions I wanted to. Thanks. That seems suspicious. Look, Ava's finna say something about that.
So...
Do you think she was acting weird at all?
That's...
No weirder than the others. Anyway, since Diana gave a testimony, I can cross her off my list now. Which means the only person I still need to speak to.
Where?
I hope Ingrid and Toshiko are still in the courtyard. We won't know until we see for ourselves. Alright, let's go before the investigation ends. Interesting. Yup. Now, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say she was doing that, because I don't think she... Well, I can't say if I think somebody could do something, because... Hey, they got rid of the lawyer. That is diabolical. No. Courtyard. Well, I know it's not Toshiko, based off that interaction. But you know what would be crazy? Oh, this is... Oh, my bad. Oops. It would be crazy if Toshiko... Wait a minute. What type of shoes are she wearing again? Ain't she wearing them flip-flops? Yo. Hold on. She is... Excuse me. Dang it. Toshiko and Ingrid had retreated under the bandstand at the center of the courtyard. The larger girl was comforting the small girl, who completely hidden her face behind her fan.
Hello?
Hey, have either of you been investigating? Investigating? Toshiko lowered her fan to reveal a pair of puffy eyes.
Unacceptable!
I don't know. What were you expecting me to do?
Seriously?
To look for clues? Damon, she's only 14, bruh. Clues?
Impossible!
How am I meant to do that? It's not like I've had to solve a murder before, you know? My hands have been a bit full, so no luck finding any clues. I can see why.
Moving on.
Okay, well, did you at least notice anything suspicious this morning? It could be a person acting odd or a strange sound. That's what most real life testimonies talk about anyway.
Think this through.
A person acting odd. Maybe not at the time, but looking back, it definitely seems a little strange. Do you want to talk to them, Toshiko? Okay, fine. This morning, I saw Wolfgang.
Huh?
When did you see him? In the dorm hallway on my way back from the pharmacy. Interesting. Just as I was about to enter my room, I saw Wolfgang leave his. Oh, Wolfgang. What a coincidence running into each other like this. Are you already on your way to the tournament, Miss Carrier? It's rather early. Of course not. A professional like myself knows better than to attend some silly party. Right, my apologies. What about you? Are you going to the tournament? That's correct. I'm going to the tournament. Which is a lie. I'm just heading to the laundry room right now. There's a batch of clothes I accidentally left behind in there. So he was most definitely covering something up. Wolfgang said he was going to attend the tournament.
Strange.
Yesterday, he told everyone he was too busy to attend. I assumed he changed his mind. I had no reason to question him. I heard bits and pieces of their conversation from inside my dorm. The whole thing couldn't have lasted longer than a minute.
Bit complicated.
Toshiko and I are bunk buddies, by the way. Thought I'd mention that in case Damon didn't know. Okay, thanks. Anyways, when I heard about what Wolfie said, my first thought was leftover clothes. I don't remember any leftover clothes, but I figured I must have been misremembering. What with my aching head and all. Aching head? I was suffering a terrible headache this morning. Couldn't even see 2 steps in front of me. Wait a minute. Them chemicals. Couldn't even see 2 steps in front of me, let alone get up from my bed. That's why I had gone to the pharmacy. I was hoping to procure some medication for Ingrid. Not my proudest moment, I'll admit, but I knew I could trust Toshiko with the job.
So,
Do you know what time the interaction with Wolfgang happened? 10 past 8, I think?
How should I put it?
The conversation happened just a little after the morning announcement. That I can tell you with confidence. Yes, 10 past would make sense. When the announcement initially played, I was about to leave the pharmacy. Then she was already inside the pharmacy by 8. So Wolfgang, he looked totally fine when you saw him? Yes, nothing seemed awry. Huh? Doesn't that call into question what Grace told me earlier? Either Grace lied to me about Wolfgang calling in sick, or she was telling the truth. And Wolfgang just got outed as a liar. I can probably deduce an answer if I know what time Grace left Wolfgang's dorm. If she left before 8:10 a.m., then she would have already been out of the picture by the time Wolfgang made his move. Hence, why she only remembers him in bed. However, if she left after 8:10 a.m., then she would have been there for Wolfgang's encounter with Toshiko. Which means she lied about Wolfgang being bedridden during the morning period. So we just got 2 liars. Funny how she never gave me the time. So, okay, okay. What else happened after Toshiko saw Wolfgang? The blackout sure gave us a spook. Toshiko and I decided to stay where we were until the lights turned on. Though, we did watch you and your buddies pass by. You saw that?
How should I put it?
Heard it first, then took a peek. I would have said something, but I still wasn't feeling my usual self, so we watched you up until you all went down the stairs. That must have been how you found the crime scene, right? Yeah, that's right.
Too much for me.
Such a terrible sight. I can't believe someone here may actually be behind it. Let's just hope we can solve it. Oh boy. Welp. That's... Alright everyone, that's time. Please drop whatever it is you're doing and proceed over to the Tree of Ignorance. Don't make me wait too long, otherwise you'll be in for a shocking surprise. We don't got time for jokes, bruh. Get it? Because... Okay, bruh. Anyway, just get a move on. 20 minutes did not pass by that fast. It's time?
Fingers crossed.
You two go on ahead. Toshiko and I will catch up.
listen to me.
Okay, let's go, Damon. Right. I feel like we're missing something. Ava and I made the short trek to the room with the tree. Once there, we waited for the others to arrive. Oh boy, Grace is not looking too good for you. Eventually, everyone has shown up. So, how are you guys feeling?
It's me.
Words wouldn't do it justice. I'm feeling pretty bad. I can't tell you how I feel when I don't even know what I feel. I'd rather we save the talking for the trial. The trial? Yup, it's that moment of truth. In just a few moments' time, we were going to be down there. Down there in the trial room, fighting for our survival, using only our words. Dang it, Damon, get a grip. Before the door in the tree opens, I need to ask Desmond if he has any new information about the taser.
Hi.
Hey. Okay, why are you acting suspicious? His voice was steady, but his eyes kept darting around the room. Did you check the taser?
Right.
Right, I did. Any findings? Just one. The gun's blast doors were missing.
Huh?
Blast? What? Rumble. Yeah. All of a sudden, the ground. Not again. Hold on to something. What just happened? Oh, okay. I was finna say, I'm like, is the floor like caving in? So what does it mean it was missing? What? The Tree of Knowledge, a symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding, exists here only as a barren replica. The Tree of Ignorance emulates the wonder of nature but does not achieve it. And justly so, for ignorance often inspires to be seen as wisdom. Tozu, you said all that for what? Dang it.
Shit.
Well, guess we gotta cut the conversation short. I'll explain everything during the trial. Let's not keep this goat guy waiting.
Holy.
Oh man, this is really happening? We're so screwed. We're totally... Yo, Kai, breathe, bruh. It's not that deep. If you go in expecting to fail, chances are you will.
Game over, man. Game over.
I'm gonna think of failure even more because you said that.
Hold your horses.
Look at it this way. Who here are the cards more stacked against? 14 people working together to solve a murder, or one person trying to lead everyone else astray?
Are we ready?
If anyone's in for a struggle, it ain't the group of 14.
Do you think?
You make a good point. Statistically, the odds are in our favor here.
It'll be okay.
Exactly. Luck will be on our side.
No, it's not.
If luck was on our side, we wouldn't be in this situation. Can I say something first before we go?
Oh,
What is it? It's a message for the killer.
what did you say?
Oh. The person here who killed Wolfgang. Whoever you are, can you please Ain't nobody finna step forward. Huh?
I want to help.
We don't have to do this class trial. If you can just find it in yourself to step forward and bring this whole thing to an end already, then please. Despite Deanna's pleas, no one came forward. She's too nice for this, bro. Like, some of these characters are just not built for this.
Come on.
If someone's determined enough to commit murder, they won't back down because of one person's pleas. It was worth a try. Since we're on the subject, I also got a message for the killer.
Dumbass!
Don't forget that the punishment fits the crime. Enjoy the... Yo, Crash Out Central. Grace spat on those words and disappeared in the opening of the tree.
Can I go now?
Cosign.
Slow down.
Yo, broski, wait up. One by one, people began to follow suit. I guess, if it's time to go. This is tragic. I'm just surprised it was actually the lawyer. I thought, bro, like I said, I thought bro was gonna be like Endgame. We knew where the stairs would take us and where the elevator afterwards would deliver us. But everything beyond that was shrouded in uncertainty. There was no mock trial awaiting us, no facts murder designed to waste our time with a stupid mystery. This was undoubtedly real. Come on, Damon, get a hold of yourself already. Taking a deep breath, I approached the opening in the tree. Oh boy, and descended into the darkness. This is crazy. It was the same elevator, the same slow churning of metal and echoing sounds of clunky machinery. And yet, something was different. Someone was gone. Someone who I knew held in high regard, but who was still a person nonetheless. A person with feelings, a person with aspirations, a person with a family. A person who I will never hear speak again. Not a single word. This is crazy. Am I ready for this? Was what I did during the investigation the best I could have done? Will it be enough to carry me through this trial? Will it be enough to lead me to Wolfgang's killer? I won't know until I do it. Until I face this trial head on. There's no way I can place my faith in other people here. There's no way they'll come to the correct conclusion. Our survival depends on me. Very egotistical, Damon. The elevator began to slow, snapping me back to reality. I adjusted my tie and stood up tall, and when movement stopped completely. Oh, we reached the floor, bro. The doors in front of us opened. Oh
shine.
boy. Somebody call an ambulance. I think I've caught a case of deja vu.
Isn't this lovely?
It feels like only yesterday we were playing detective with the corpse of a crime. Oh my goodness, you British person.
How interesting.
After all that back and forth over a simple whodunit mystery, I'm truly curious what today's trial will yield.
Yeah.
Just to remind myself, our names are on the podiums, right? Eager to start, are we?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, to find your podium, just look for where your name is written.
The show must go on.
Come on now, hop to it. I'm so excited, I can barely wait a second long. This sucks. I really don't want to do this.
Oh, crud.
We gotta do as he says though, otherwise the enforcer lady might get mad. Knowing we were powerless to disobey Tozu, we began to disperse and locate our podiums.
Hey,
It's okay everyone. If we work together, we can do this.
we can't give up.
Right guys? If we work together, we can solve this case. So, come on, let's do this for Wolfgang. Although her words... Yo, this sucks. It was an expression I couldn't help but feel conflicted over in a moment where I shouldn't have been focusing on my feelings. An expression of unmistakable fear. Bro, I'm gonna need you to lock in, bro. Uh-oh. For days now, I've been angry over the mock trial. Angry at how much people resented me for telling the truth, how they twisted my words and assumed my intentions. I'm angry, but that didn't mean I wanted to be right. I would have been happy for reality to prove me wrong, for no one to buckle under the pressure of the killing game. But good endings like that only exist in stories. Reality was apathetic to what we wanted, and the events of today proved we were at his mercy. Bro's blacked out, bro. That's crazy. So I stood there at my podium, conflicted. To think this tragedy could have been avoided had people just listened to me. But who was it that encouraged everyone to turn on me? It was him. Who was it that encouraged everyone to trust each other? If Wolfgang hadn't been so naive, if he just told people to protect themselves rather than each other, then maybe he would still be here. Regardless, I can't let myself be consumed by the what ifs. Although the others may have failed at preventing Wolfgang's murder, I, at the very least, can solve it. I'll uncover this killer, let them face the consequences of their actions. There we go. I'll solve this case and survive. Wow. Oh boy, here we go. Yup, let's just save this. Do I want to keep that one open? I mean they're the same thing, so yoink. Listen, this is gonna sound crazy, right? Oh, this is hype, but that's gonna have to wait till next time. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below, and tune in next time because this child is gonna go crazy. Peace.